Hey guys, it's Laura Hyatt with Team Callahan, and today on What's Up Wednesday, we are going to talk about selling a property for a loved one or a property that you inherited. Basically, a property that you never lived in yourself. Now, here's the thing. There's a couple things that you need to take into consideration, and the first of that being, how did you get this property? Is it because, let's say, a loved one passed away and they left it to you and now you're handling the estate? Or is it something where maybe we moved mom into an assisted living center? Either way, you're going to want to make sure that you have proper authority to sell. So if we're dealing with a case of something that you inherited, we want to make sure the property has gone through probate, that the attorney has given you clear to do with it what you please. And in the event that, let's say, mom's in an assisted living facility, then we're looking to make sure that we have proper authority via what's called a power of attorney. And in the state of Georgia, it's a very specific power of attorney that specifies literally the legal address for that property, gives you permission and authorization to do with what you will with that one. So two very important things to consider and that you want to have in place before you get started. Now, let's say you have both of those things or either of those things done and you're ready to proceed. When it comes to getting that property ready for the market, you've never lived there, it's probably full of someone else's stuff. So first and foremost, you're going to want to go through and remove any valuables, remove anything that maybe your family heirlooms, things that you just want to take or family members want to take, right? Handle the family stuff first. Any furniture or things that are left, an estate sale is a great opportunity to get rid of a lot of stuff at once. We've got some great resources that we're happy to connect you with to make that happen. So make sure that you get it empty. Now, after it's been emptied, someone's been living there for a while, so you're gonna need a great deep clean. And this is probably gonna be several $100s. It's okay, it's gonna be more than a traditional cleaning, but it is so important that we're getting that home photo ready so that it shows well, it makes a great first impression. Now, here's the thing, hopefully, you live nearby and can kind of be the one to coordinate and help facilitate all of this. If not, let's say you're living out of state from the property that you're working on, you're gonna wanna have a local contact, maybe a family friend or relative or your local real estate agent that can help facilitate access for the house cleaner or the estate company. Make sure that yard is being mowed. And also guys, super important that you've got the utilities turned on and are able to keep them on throughout the duration of this process. Even when we go under contract and all the way through to closing, having that air conditioner running or the heat running, we want to keep the property climate controlled. No one loves going into a property for a showing and the light switch doesn't work because there's no power, right? Keep all of those utilities on. We can cut things like the cable, the satellite, the phone, any kind of like extra utilities, but your basics, your power and your water, always want to keep those on. Okay. Now you're going to be asked to do some paperwork to get the property listed. And one of those things in Georgia is going to be the seller's property disclosure. It's going to ask you a ton of questions. Guys, take your time, just answer it to the best of your ability, to the best of your knowledge. We understand that you've not lived there, but just give it your best. What this does is it helps the prospective buyer really get a handle and a feel for the different ages of the systems. Is there a pest control or termite bond? What's the condition of some of the structures, additions, that kind of thing. So make sure you get that to your real estate agent. They can help you if you have any questions on that, okay? Another thing to keep in mind regarding paperwork is because we're dealing with either an estate or a specific power of attorney, there's probably going to be additional paperwork required once you get a contract, okay? So just be prepared for that closing attorney to ask you for a couple of extra things and just get those to them as quickly as possible. They're just trying to check and make sure that you do have authorization and power to sell the property, also that we have clear and marketable title. So they're gonna do those things, a couple extra check boxes, nothing too crazy or out of the ordinary, all right? And the most important thing, guys, is when it comes to selling a property for a loved one, maybe that you've inherited or either like I said, we've moved mom to an assisted living facility, we know that it's probably gonna be super emotional, and that's okay, right? That's why you hire your local real estate agent to be your guide to kind of take it step at a time. There's no rush, one piece of the puzzle at a time, one step at a time. We have a plan, we've got you, do not worry, and it's just about executing on that plan. So give yourself a little bit of a break and we'll get it done together, okay? So if you have questions about selling a property for someone that you love, someone that you inherited, a property that you've never lived in, give us a call, shoot us a DM. We're happy to answer any questions or be your guide. We do this all the time, and it's our pleasure to be a resource.